Welcome everybody. Today I'm going to be explaining to you why you're losing to this character, what's going wrong, a couple tips and tricks on how to deal with them, and important information to know on how to take down this ape. So, the first thing I want to talk about is what is Donkey Kong going to be looking for in neutral, right? Donkey Kong is going to be looking for one of three options. He's going to be looking for dash attack, he's going to be looking for grab, and he's going to be looking for back air. Okay, so what does that mean for you? Well, first of all, as you know, I already explained this a billion times, DK always starts off with charging punch. Most DK players do this. So if I were you, I would start very aggressive unless you have a better camping option, which barely any characters do. Maybe Steve, right? But you don't want DK to get punched. You just don't. It's a consistent kill confirm, and it's just not good for you to be fighting against, right? So don't let them charge punch. And then instantly, what I would recommend, the best way to combat DK is to kind of jump around in front of him. I would say when you're jumping around in front of DK, what a lot of DK players like to do, including myself, is they like to shield grab. So shield grab with DK is really, really good. It's one of his best options. And or they'll predict that you're gonna hit them and they'll armor through with the up B out of shield, which is slower, but it's still a consistent option. So if I were you, I would kind of float around that mid range, and whatever you do not leave yourself open to get grabbed, because you will take 70% and it will suck, and then you're in death percent. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about, is just how to play around the beginning and kind of the neutral of Donkey Kong and what Donkey Kong is going to look for. Okay, the second thing I'm going to talk about is more specific. It's going to be how to avoid Donkey Kong's combos. Okay, so let's say you get grabbed in this position. Okay, so if you are from 0 to 25 to 30%, you're gonna have to accept that you're gonna take either double back air or up air, right? You have to take this, like you do. And the best thing I would say for you to do in this situation is to jump out. If you air dodge, you are going to take way more damage than you would if you just jumped. And so always jump out of that situation. I have this really fake combo, and I'm not the only one that goes for this. I mean, a lot of other Donkey Kong players go for this. This is where they do up throw, and then they'll do back air, and you'll air dodge right there. You see that? Like, you'll do up throw, back air, and then right here is when they air dodge. And what happens is, when they air dodge in this situation, oops, right here, you get a free down air and up smash. It's crazy. I don't know why so many people do that. So don't air dodge. Always DI away, and don't ever air dodge. Ever. It is better to waste your double jump, or if you have like a really quick move, something that's safe like Luigi Cyclone or something, go for that. But don't air dodge. If you DI away and out, like, I can't really do much. I can try to follow up with another back air, but most of the time I'm fishing for you to air dodge out of that situation. And then also a lot of times up airs at like mid to higher percents aren't even true if you just jump out. And don't DI up, DI left or right. Do not DI up, or do not DI at the same time. If you just DI straight up, or you don't DI at all, you will die every time, and it's really terrible. So if you see some of my sets, I kill a lot of people because they're air dodging when they really don't have to, right? That's the big thing about this character. And this is Ultimate players specifically, because Ultimate players really like to air dodge. Melee players do not air dodge ever, and a lot of Brawl vets are like really good at choosing when to air dodge. But if you came from like Smash 4 and you're an Ultimate or whatever, you're just pressing air dodge in every situation and you die for it. So don't do that. Don't ever air dodge. Another thing I would say is another specific example for one of Donkey Kong's combos is this right here, right? So I cargo down throw you. I do this 99% of the time when I grab somebody at really low percents, like 0. If you see me grab somebody around 15%, I'll start going for up throw, back air. But if I grab somebody at like 0% right here, I will always down throw, because it quote unquote puts you into a tech situation. Quote unquote. It doesn't actually. Not all characters get put into a tech situation. So you can go test this yourself. Now, most characters can jump out of this right here. Okay? If you cannot jump out of this, pray to God that you hit that tech. Because if you don't, you'll probably actually could die. You could die at 0% for missing that tech right there. So you need to make sure, if you can't jump out of this, tech. I would say, if I was you, if you're in center stage, I would say tech probably away, because if you tech in, if I hit the second spot, the second hit of down B, because I'm covering two options. I'm covering neutral get up, and I'm covering tech roll in. So if you do tech roll in, I'm gonna get down B into back air, and then you're gonna be at way higher percent than you would be if you just tech rolled away. Worst comes to worst, you could just tech in place, but there's a chance you're gonna get grabbed. But most of the time, DK players are looking for some kind of jab lock setup, so they're actually gonna end up hitting you anyways. So if you tech roll away at low percent, I can't do anything really. I might be able to get like a really outreached up B in the way corner, but that's like a hard prediction, and that's something that's risky. So I would say if you can jump out, jump out. Don't air dodge there. Don't miss the tech there, and do not tech roll in or tech in place. Unless, see, what happens is if you start doing it away, then it becomes a mix-up. You have to show the Donkey Kong player that you're tech rolling away, because if you don't do that, you're just gonna get punished every time. I still have been playing one of my friends for like 2 years, and they're still not jumping out. They're still getting hit by this every single time. And like down B just covers a lot of options. It feels like you don't have many options, but you do. You just need to respect it, okay? So one thing that you're going to find out here is that a lot of things that DK has are not true. They're fake. But they're so intimidating that you mentally put yourself like in this block where you are just so scared that you just press whatever your favorite option is in disadvantage. And that's what DK players kind of thrive off of. So make sure to just do all those things that I mentioned. All these jab lock situations. Another thing I want to talk about is how to deal with DK at ledge, right? What are you going to do when I'm doing this, okay? Just don't neutral get up, okay? When you're at ledge, you're like right here. I shield a lot of the time. I sit here and shield, and I react to you doing neutral get up, and I get a free kill at 70. Because you and 90% of other players like to neutral get up, right? And you would think it's a safe option. It's not really that good, because I'm going to grab it or I'm going to punish it. Now, you can kind of react to what DK is going to be doing to you. So if DK is like, let's say you're at the ledge, right? Assuming he's at the ledge, and I'm just going to go for back airs like this, right? He can get two in a short hop, or full hop, right? So, oh, actually, short hop, I'm stupid. But what you can do here is that if you notice, DK doesn't actually have the best two-framing option, right? It's a decent option, but this isn't really killing you. My F-tilt's not killing you. So you're not really in danger if you're at a lower percent of just sitting there waiting on the ledge. Worst comes to worst, I F-tilt you, and then I just reset the F-tilt, and I can't kill you for that. So I'd say wait, kind of just sit there at the ledge, do nothing, and then kind of react to what they're going to do. I would say if you're sitting there waiting on the ledge and you're patient enough, sometimes DK players will just slowly drift even closer to you with their back airs. So like if I'm here, I'll go like that, and that's your opportunity to get up roll. So, or get up attack if you can time it, but I don't recommend get up attack because if I shield it, you'll die. So kind of just roll when you need to. You can try jumping, but then again, you're going to get back aired for it, so it's not the best option. So just bear that in mind. If you're playing on ledge, it really, all DK players have a different habit here. So a lot of players, like in my opinion, not so good Donkey Kong players, just repeatedly cycle this. They just keep doing that, right? And there's a lot of room for you to punish this, okay? So if they're doing that a bunch of times, now if they did this once to two frame you, yeah, okay, that's actually good for the DK. That's optimal. But if they just keep doing that, if they just keep on, all right, I'm bad. If they just keep B reversing or wave bouncing the down B on you, just roll or get up attack. But don't jump, dude. Why? I've seen some people when I'm doing that jump right here off a ledge and they get spanked. And they get sent downwards, and then the DK can just easily go whoop 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 and run off and down air you. So you don't want that to happen, right? So just roll. And that's a common trend too. Rolling against DK is actually really good. In terms of what DK wants off of ledge, you have to realize DK's forward roll is really, 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 really bad. I've lost lots of sets from trying to forward roll through things. So DK's should not be forward rolling through your attacks, but it happens. And so I would say less so worry about a DK rolling on you, because this is a pretty bad option, right? That's pretty bad. A DK player should not want to go for that. What most DK players will do, and this is what DK Will does, is that he'll jump, just take the hit so that you can get reset back to neutral. So your job here is to keep DK off the stage. Do not let him back on the stage. There's a lot of characters in this game that can wall out DK effectively with tools. Like literally, there's so many characters that can keep DK pressured in the corner. You just have to keep doing that, right? Just keep him in the corner. Don't let him recover. If he recovers, then oh wow, now he has rage and now he can kill you early, which is cheesy. Don't ever, I don't care what character you play. I don't care if it's a -3 matchup for DK. Don't take DK to PS2. You heard it here, guys. If you take DK to PS2, you are just signing your name on a grave. Because it is just such a dumb decision, all right? You are basically admitting to the fact that you were okay with getting grabbed from 50 to 80% on like most of the characters, right? Excluding rage, right? Oh, I'm just gonna die. You know, like there's a platform everywhere. I can just jump to here and I can kill you. I can jump to there and kill you. The platforms are in such a nice spot here that I can do so many things, right? I'm the most comfortable on PS2 because it's my best stage. And there's just so many beautiful things DK can do on this stage. You might consider it cheesy, but I can, you know, so don't take DK to PS2. Other than that, though, it's really all situational. So me as a player, I very much favor PS2 and Small Battlefield and Kalos, but I've heard some DKs like Battlefield Smashville. To be honest, I don't think they're the best though, because I think if you have better frame data than DK, which is most of the characters in this game, you can really just out button press DK. So if you're a wolf, don't take DK to PS2. Don't do that. If you are, I can't even think of a character that would, like, here's the thing, here's what you're doing, right? You're putting even in DK's worst matchup, you're still putting DK on a stage that is favorable for him in every situation. This stage is just amazing, and you just don't do it, all right? That's like, just please, you're throwing away your sets. I've seen so many characters like Marths, Lucinas, Palutinas, PTs, Samus's, like, whatever character it is, even Ness, right? Ness likes PS2 a lot. If you're a Ness player, don't take DK to PS2. I still stand by that. Don't, no matter, even if you think that your character or you benefit more on a stage, putting DK on a stage that he's the most comfortable on, or he's broken on, it's just a bad decision, right? Because you are playing on the home territory of somebody, and you're putting DK in the comfort zone. And when a DK player is comfortable, you're gonna get schmooved on, right? Like, that's just terrible. It's terrifying, right? You're playing in disadvantage. I would say, so yeah, FD is pretty bad. I've never heard of one single DK player liking that stage, because there's nowhere to land, there's nowhere to do your kill confirms. You're in disadvantage for most of the time. There's nowhere to get out of disadvantage. So FD is really, really good for fighting DK. Yoshi's is kind of a gamble, because on Yoshi's, if your character is more oppressive and has better usage of the platforms, like Palutena, ZSS, Mario, even Snake sometimes, if you can use the platforms more to your benefit, then sure, go that stage. But it's going to be a toss-up on who wins, right? Like, when I took Sonics to, or when I beat Sonics, he took me to Yoshi's. And it was like boom, boom, boom. It was like a 2-minute game, and it was just consisting of, oh, I grab you and you just die, and you're stuck on a platform, you just die, and a lot of things that are really, really fake happen to you because on that stage cheesy stuff happens. So it's really volatile stage. If you're better than the DK player and you know it, I would definitely go that stage. Because if you're better, I personally don't take DKs in the matchup ever to that stage, because I don't like playing in volatile games. I like to play slower paced, right? Because I want to look for my openings. I don't want to just pull them out of my cheeks. So that's really, really important to know. If like I said before, if you're a better player, just go there. Other stages like Small Battlefield can benefit DK more, but it's a smaller stage, so you can like do the same thing on Battlefield where you can like kind of out frame data DK. We're on Battlefield here for my next kind of fake combo that I wanted to explain here. This combo is like really, really stupid. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. You can win games you definitely don't deserve. It's when you grab somebody with cargo, and then you up throw them like this, and they get put on the platform right there. Okay, basically what happens is 99% of players are not teching this. Nobody techs this, right? If you don't tech it, your life is in imminent danger, and you might die, right? So always make sure that you tech that. I did it wrong, but make sure that you tech this. Now, the hard part about this, honestly, is that you kind of have to, like, you really, in this situation, you kind of have to outplay the DK player. Because this is a complete 50-50. If you don't tech, I'm going to kill you, right? If you do tech, and I read the tech option, because, honestly, I think it's 75, 25. Because if I go like this, right? Whoop. Oh my god. If I go like this, and I do this, that covers, did you see that? It covers this entire half of the stage, okay? It covers, or this platform, right? It covers roll to the left and tech in place. So, I think, honestly, your best option here is to, whatever direction DK is facing you, like, whatever direction. So if I throw you up here, I'm probably going to jump and down B to the left. Because that's the direction that I threw you upwards, right? So kind of tech away from whatever way that DK is facing. Because it's a mix-up then, and it's hard for DK to see it coming. Also, I would always try to, as much as you can, DI in one direction. As hard as you can. Because sometimes, when I do that, you can kind of slip off the ledge. Like to the left or something. See, like right there, he didn't really DI it because, you know, it's a CPU. But he picked he appeared behind me, which kind of threw me off. But if you get hit by this, you're just dead. So just don't miss the tech, dude. This is a big thing. You gotta know your techs, okay? And then pretty much my final topic here is gonna be the dreadful tech check situation right here. So this is honestly, like, this is a really, really sucky position to be in, because most 90% of the time, if I grab a player here, they are mashing, okay? Because you want to get out of a combo, or most characters just die because their recovery can get cheesed or back aired or something, or forward aired. And so most characters are just trying to mash out as soon as they can so they can get out of this situation, okay? Now, if you as a DK player see that they're mashing, you're going to go for a back throw, right? So the mix-up would be that you mash and then stop mashing. Because what's going to happen is they're going to see that they're going to recognize that you're mashing, and then they're going to throw you back against the stage. Now, the reason I don't go for this as much, or like where you just turn around and walk off, oops, it's kind of tricky sometimes. Only when I need to do it for a video. But, you know, like whoop whoop and blah. Okay, that's just, honestly, at that point, that's just a mix-up. Like, that's just ugly. Don't ever do that to somebody. That's cheese. Like that right there, where you turn around and throw downwards. I don't ever go for this because, one, it's just like, it's so obvious that you're gonna throw them against the stage. Like, this is so obvious, dude. And you're gonna tech that every time, because if you don't tech this, you're just hopeless, right? Because you see the Donkey Kong turn around, you know he's gonna throw you against the stage. So if people are like, oh, why didn't you turn around? It's more optimal. No, it's not. If you're mashing and I'm walking off like this, I have the ability to either just throw you off away, in which case you're not expecting that, or you're trying to tech. So it's a complete mix-up. You don't know and you can't react. Okay. So, yeah, how to counterplay? Just mash and then stop mashing and react and try to basically, yeah, just stop mashing so you have the full time to do something that you need to do correctly, okay? Because if you continue mashing, you're not teching. And if you don't mash at all, well, then that happens, right? And you're dead. So be careful with it. Don't do one too much of the other. I myself am a very, very heavy masher, so I like to mash as hard as I possibly can. And to this day, I'll like be like, oh shoot, right? Because I'll just get schmixed and I'll die because I'm mashing too hard and I don't tech. So that's pretty much covering most of what DK wants. If this video helped you, let me know in the comment section down below. I don't want to see you losing to DKs because there's literally only 3 or 4 on the planet that are actually doing stuff. And if you're losing to DKs on Wi-Fi, then I don't really count that, right? Because DK is kind of broken on Wi-Fi. So don't let that happen to you. Tech where you need a tech. Don't fall for the fake combos. If you need to go back and watch the video again for certain points, please do. Feel free to. Because you need to not get cheesed, all right? I kind of regretted making this video because I don't really want my people at my local to start beating me, but they gotta know. You gotta know how to beat this character. I'm tired of seeing people get cheesed really, really hard when they don't have to. So I will see you all later. Peace out.